and you're trying to train hard, you're training with Chris Jones and you're saying, look, we've got to push hard, we've got to train harder than we did last year, which I love that attitude, because not many bodybuilders will actually say to themselves, okay, I train hard, but I believe that I can actually train harder. Do you know how rare to hear an athlete say that is?
Because I know I train hard. I know. But I also know there's something that to say when you have somebody looking over your shoulder at that time and telling you one more rep, and you're about to die, and they tell you, okay, you'll find somehow to dig yourself even deeper to pull something out. So knowing that, okay, we've all been there. If you had intention, you know that you train harder when you're with someone else than when you're with your own, especially when you're with someone that you look up to.
Yeah.
You all push yourself harder. So that is something I looked at this year and go, okay, if I was going to train any harder than I've already been doing, because I already pushed myself to the wall last year, I'm like, the only way I could see me going a bit further is having somebody look over my shoulder, someone that's telling me, that holds me to account. So I messaged Chris Jones. I'm like, Chris, look, this is a situation. We just qualified. We just got invited for the Arnold.
I never get tired of hearing that, mate.
So I want your help. I want you to really put ringer. I mean, really put me through a ringer. And he was like, right, okay. So, I go up to him, and he does that. He really does that. He really pushes me, and he takes me out of my comfort zone. Same thing. Normally I'll go heavy on the bench. Rack pull. You just go heavy and you just slam it out. Chris got this thing where he will drop the weight down and he'll make you slowly lift those things and feel every ounce of pain and burden and exhaustion out of each muscle group, and to the point where you're thinking, I'm going to puke in a minute. And he's saying, come on, one more rep. But you're thinking, like, no, I'm going to be on the ground in a minute. But he pushes. When you have someone do that to you every day and over week after week, your resilience just becomes another level. And then you start chasing for those pain, even when you train by yourself. You start looking for those pain that comes in when you think, oh, it's enough. But then you think, nah, but I'm not getting that same pain that I normally get. That one that makes me want to throw up. So you end up becoming addicted to that struggle.
The thing is, though, what you're doing now is you've won a pro show. You've competed in a lot of different pro events all around the world. You've had good results, but this is the Arnold Classic. And I know you don't. And I know you and Milos aren't people that want you. I know you're not. You don't want to be second or third call out. You want to be first call out. You want to be next to Brandon Curry. I know exactly how. I can see what you're thinking, and I know exactly what Milos is aiming for. So for you to do that, you can't go in like Ronnie said. He says, "What is it? You do it. What you always do, and you always get what you always got."
You always get, yeah.
Yeah, it's that kind of, but you're in a like, okay, 2021's done with now. I've won a show. Now it's the Arnold Classic. Now 2022, it's the Arnold and the Olympia. So I can't, I've really got to push like you said, push it to another level altogether.
And that's just it. We know what we want, real results we want in the Arnold Classic. We know that if we give everything we have, literally blood, sweat, and tears, we will get that result. So when we train and we do everything and he's telling me cut your food and that, it's not a resentment feeling. There's no, really, do I have, No, it's like, okay, yeah, that's what we have to do. And like, this is the thing I'm saying, I'm looking at him and he's saying like, I want you in shape weeks before the show. I want to get you in shape early. So your skin can really thin out as much as possible because you're already in shape. I want to really pull you in there. So we were looking up to this week and I'm like, he's looking at me now going, yeah, well, what you got to do is dry out now. But you know what? I want you to stay and keep pulling in so you get your skin as thin as possible, just to make sure.
Samson, your quads in that video, I know what the light's like, but the separation in your legs, I would say, is comparable to what you had at the Arnold UK.